911. Oh, the pain.
911, what's your emergency?
I've fallen and I can't get up. I'm in a lot of pain.
Oh no, ma'am, that's horrible. We will send paramedics shortly. Just stay where you are and stay calm. That's the most important thing. Help is on the way.
Shortly? How long is shortly?
It could be anywhere from 10 minutes to 2 hours.
2 hours?
I'm sorry, ma'am. It's kind of a crapshoot.
Crapshoot? Oh, hurry, please. I've fallen and I'm hurt and I can't get up.
Just stay calm, man. Call if you have any more problems.
Hello, how are you doing today, Trudy?
Not too good, Doc.
Hi, I'm Dr. Irby.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
So what brings you here to my office today?
Well, Doc, I fell and I couldn't get up.
You fell. How long ago was this?
Oh, a couple days ago, Doc.
A couple days ago. What were you doing? What exactly caused your fall?
Well, Doc, I was just walking to feed my little doggy, my little Yorkie, and I fell and I couldn't get up. I just fell.
You fell. Did you trip over anything in particular?
No, Doc, I just fell.
And Trudy, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Doc,
Sure.
I'm running old, 78 years old. I'm not as young as I used to be, Doc.
78 years old.
Oh, so much pain, Doc.
Well, that is pretty common, as one progresses in age to, have these accidents, I guess you could call it. Hey, answer me a question, Trudy. Has anyone in your family ever, had, plenty of falls or broken bones, at a progressed age, or?
Well, Doc, I had 4 brothers, and I think they all died from some disease. Can't remember what it's called, like something with an O. I can't remember.
Osteoporosis?
Maybe something like that, but they all fell and they couldn't get up, just like me, Doc.
How many siblings did you have?
4 brothers, Doc.
Only 4
one
brothers?
left, Doc.
Only 4 brothers. How was that?
It was hell, Doc. It was just hell.
Well, I can't exactly
Oh.
diagnose osteoporosis. That's typically not something that is, the primary diagnosis, I guess you could say. But I would like to run a battery of blood tests on you in order to rule out possible complications or other possible disease states.
Will it hurt, Doc?
Not really. Do you like giving blood?
Who likes giving blood, Doc? My veins are so tiny, Doc. Of course I don't like giving blood, Doc.
Okay. Well,
Oh.
what insurance do you have?
Aetna, something like that.
Okay, Aetna, I believe Quest accepts Aetna. So,
Okay, Doc.
tomorrow, does tomorrow work for you?
Excellent, Doc.
Tomorrow work for you?
All I do is go to doctor appointments, Doc. Gotta pencil it in, Doc.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. What we'll do is I'll schedule you. I'll send some orders down for you to be at Quest tomorrow morning at 10, and they'll go ahead and do some blood work on you, and then we'll see you back 2 days after that. So 3 days from today.
3 days, okay, Doc.
We'll see you back here, and we'll
Okay,
go
Doc.
ahead and discuss and see where we go from there. Sound
The
great?
pain. Yes, Doc.
All right, Trudy.
Thank you,
Well,
Doc.
you have a good day, okay?
You too, Doc. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, my hip. Oh. Oh.
Hello,
Hi,
Trudy.
Doc.
Hello, Trudy. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Doc.
Nice to see you. Hanging in there?
I'm hanging in there.
Great. Nice to hear. Okay, ma'am. Well, your blood results did come back from your blood test, and I do have a few concerns about some of your hormone levels.
Okay, Doc.
Firstly, I'm concerned about your calcium levels. They're a little bit on the low side. I'm concerned about your phosphate levels. Those are a little bit on the high side. I'm also concerned about your calcitonin and your parathyroid hormone, which is a little bit on the low side as well, but a little bit raised.
Okay, Doc.
Simply stated, your parathyroid hormone is a hormone that is released from your parathyroid glands, which are located behind your thyroid gland, which is about right here.
Okay.
And what that hormone does is it'll take the calcium from your blood and place it into your bone. Or it'll take the calcium from the bone and place it into the blood, therefore weakening the bone. Okay? However, it's important to know and understand that there's another hormone called calcitonin that's released from the parafollicular cells of the thyroid gland that work in concert with it, does opposing actions. And what I mean by that is, instead of taking calcium from the bone, putting it into the blood, it does the opposite. It takes the calcium from the blood and puts it into the bone, therefore strengthening the bone. Okay? A couple of simple topics I want you to understand as far as those two hormones go is the type of activities that they cause on your bone as far as the breaking down of your bone and the strengthening of your bone.
Okay.
Calcitonin will induce what's called osteoblastic activity. So it'll cause cells called osteoblasts, and what that cell does, that is the cell that essentially helps place the calcium into the bone and strengthen it.
Okay, Doc.
Parathyroid hormone causes osteoclastic activity. Osteoclasts are little molecules that will chip away. Think of it as like a wood chipper. Okay, it'll chip away your bone. It'll take the calcium from your bone, put it into the blood, therefore raising your calcium levels. Okay, the thing that concerns me the most is that startles me is even though your calcium levels are on the low end, your parathyroid levels are also low. Okay? When you have low parathyroid levels, that means that your kidney, when you urinate a certain amount of different salts, and calcium is a salt. Okay? When your parathyroid level is on the low end, what it'll do is it'll cause your kidney to release more salt to your urine, so your body eliminates more calcium from your body. You don't want to be eliminating that much calcium from your body. You want to retain it. You want to retain most of it. Okay? Now, another thing is that it'll cause the low parathyroid levels will cause you to have high phosphate levels, higher than normal. Okay? You need a balance, and that's what we need to achieve with you. We need to achieve a balance with your hormones, because when everything works in harmony, you're not going to have these issues. Okay? It's important to understand that how calcium and different, just different things like that, how they behave in your bones, they rely on what are called feedback systems. Okay? So when your blood calcium level, let's say, is increased because you're eating too many foods that have too much calcium, or you're supplementing with too much calcium from vitamins or whatnot, that'll cause your blood calcium level to creep up. Okay, when your blood calcium level creeps up, it's going to feed back and negatively inhibit the release of parathyroid hormone from your parathyroid glands. But inversely, it's going to induce the release of calcitonin from your thyroid gland, because when your levels of calcium are high, your calcitonin is going to want to lower that. So your body is always trying to achieve what's called homeostasis, or a balance, of chemicals. There are several things that we need to do before I can formally diagnose you with osteoporosis. One of those things being a Dexa Scan. Are you familiar with the Dexa Scan?
Dexa Scan. I think I've heard of that.
Dexa Scan is a great piece of technology that will essentially examine the area of your bone, the thickness of your bones. If your bones are thinner than they should be, then that is a key indicator that you do have osteoporosis, or you're on that road of osteoporosis. Okay, but the good news is there are lots of treatments out there. There are lots of things that you can do, even at your ripe age of 78. There are lots of things that we can do to help treat it so that you don't fracture as many bones and you don't have as many complications from that. Sound good?
Sound good, Doc.
Okay.
But I heard that when you drink lots of milk, you get strong bones, Doc.
You do, but The thing is what helps your calcium get absorbed into your bloodstream and essentially into your bone is vitamin D. Okay, you've heard of vitamin D before, right?
Right, Doc. And I thought you got vitamin D from drinking lots of milk, Doc.
You do. However, one of the principal sources of vitamin D in your body is through your skin, because your skin has cholesterol in it. And when the sun rays touch your skin, it'll induce the formation of vitamin D, active form of vitamin D. Another way that your body produces it is through parathyroid hormone. The parathyroid hormone will travel to the liver and it will produce, it can induce the production of vitamin D. What vitamin D will do is it'll go to your small intestine and it'll attach to what's called a vitamin D receptor. The vitamin D receptor then induces a genetic change. It induces protein production. Okay, so what that means is it takes from the moment that you eat the food. It's almost like your body is psychic. Like from the moment that you ingest food, your vitamin in it has lots of calcium in it. Your body will start to produce more vitamin D, because in order for that calcium to be absorbed from your gut, your small intestine, into your bloodstream to be used for its plethora of actions, it needs to be absorbed via the action of vitamin D.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Let's get this thing scheduled, Doc.
We'll get it scheduled. Just one more little tidbit that I want to point out to you is that as you age, your growth hormone lowers. Now, as far as growth hormone and what it has to do with your condition is that when you get older, you produce less growth hormone. What growth hormone will do is it'll go to the liver and induce the production of insulin-like growth factors. Those insulin-like growth factors are responsible for muscle growth, bone growth, and joint strength. Okay? So it does make sense that as you get older and you don't have as much growth hormone circulating, essentially you're going to have also weakening of bones. But we'll go ahead and resolve that through Dexa Scan and we'll go forward with that. Sound good?
Sounds great, Doc.
We'll schedule that a week from today, so next Friday, and then that following Monday, 3 days later, we'll meet again and we'll discuss the results of that.
Okay, Doc.
Sound good?
Great, Doc.
Well, thank you so much, Trudy.
Thanks, Doc.
You have a great day.
I'll see you soon, Doc.
Thank you so much.
They take forever. Oh, come on, Doc.
How you doing, Trudy?
Hi.
How was your week?
I'm doing better, Doc.
Great.
I'm doing better.
Great to hear. How was the Dexa Scan? Was it kind of different?
It was different, but it was painless, Doc.
I told you.
Pretty cool, Doc, to see my bones, Doc.
Right. Okay. Well, I did go ahead and analyze your results from your scan. Basically, what it comes down to is if your levels are between a -1, which is it's a score, depending on the the width of your bones, we score them. Okay, and kind of like it's like an analysis program that we score your bones. Okay, it's a lot of statistics involved, and I'm not going to get into that. But simply, your score was a -2.5. Okay, anything that's -2.5 and below, as you get more negative, that indicates osteoporosis. Okay, you did score a 2.5, so you were right on the dot, right on the money. But that's okay, because the more negative you go, the lower number you go, the more severe it is. Okay, so you have osteoporosis, which is obviously a serious condition, but it is manageable and it is very treatable. I'm going to go over today with you is what we can do in our game plan, our treatment plan that we can create in order to, better your health overall.
Okay, sounds great, Doc.
Typically, as far as the modes of treatment go, there's a plethora of them. One of the biggest things, natural things to do is exercise.
Okay, Doc.
I know, you're 78 years old and you're limited as far as your mobility and what you can lift and what you can do. But even getting, 2-pound or 5-pound dumbbells and lifting them daily, taking your dog on a walk, but being careful, of course, don't go too crazy. Walking, because the more that you use your bones and the more that you use your muscles, the stronger they are. Okay? If you decide to not use your bones and not to walk and to be a couch potato, your bones are going to experience what's called atrophy.
Okay, Doc.
And atrophy means the shrinking of bones and muscles and things like that.
Okay, Doc.
So that's one of the natural things we can do. Start moving more. Movement, locomotion. Okay. There's also a few medications that I want to get you started on. There's a class of medications called bisphosphonates. Okay, bisphosphonates include fosamax or alendronate, which is the generic. Those come in different strengths, and as well as Actonel.
Okay, Doc.
The cool thing about Actonel is they all have their gives and takes. Okay, there's Telvia and whatnot. There's newer generations. The main thing is there's a strict schedule to adhere to when you're taking these medications. Okay, and you have to adhere to them. I know that with Actonel, the good thing about that is it's one pill that you take once a month. Okay, there's also Boniva. It's a pill that you take once a month. However, it's very strict as far as your diet goes. Okay, what I mean by that is you have to wait. You cannot, when you take the pill in the morning, you have to wait at least 30 minutes before you can eat.
Okay, Doc.
Okay, you have to drink lots of water with it. Other bisphosphonates such as alendronate or fosamax, typically you take those. You take one tablet each week, so you'll take 4 tablets in a month. Okay, your vitamin D levels, being that they are low and your calcium is low, I'm going to prescribe you some over-the-counter vitamin D. I think this one you have to get behind the counter in the pharmacy because the units. I want to start you on a 50,000 a unit a month deal.
Okay,
Typically, you'll only find about 2,000 to 3,000 max, maybe 5,000 over the counter. I need you way up.
Okay,
And you
Doc.
should take 50,000 units. It's a little green capsule about so big, and that will help raise your vitamin D levels so that your calcium supplement that you will take as well. Your calcium supplement, your calcium will be able to be absorbed more readily into your body. Okay. I'm also going to get you started on myocalcin. Are you familiar with myocalcin?
No, Doc, but
My-
tell me, Doc.
Myocalcin is calcitonin that is basically derived from salmon. Okay, it's a nasal spray. So what you'll do is you'll do 1 spray at each nostril once a week. That's it. That's calcitonin. That calcitonin will work in concert with the vitamin D I'm giving you and the calcium supplement that you'll be taking. So the vitamin D will help absorb the calcium into your body, bloodstream, and then this myocalcin, calcitonin spray, nasal spray, will help take that absorbed calcium that you're taking into your bone to strengthen it.
Okay, Doc.
Okay, as well as your bisphosphonates such as Actonel or Telvia or whichever one I decide to get you started on.
Okay, Doc.
Okay, the main thing is don't be scared, and this happens to a lot of Americans. It's nothing to be ashamed of or anything. We'll get this figured out.
Okay, Doc.
Okay.
Thank you, Doc.
All right. Well, it's great seeing you, and we'll start having more regular checkups. We'll monitor your blood levels in the beginning. I want to monitor them about every 4 weeks or so, and after that, if you're compliant, we will start spacing out. But we will watch it very, very closely. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
All right, ma'am. Well, you have a
Thank
great day.
Thank
It
you.
was great seeing you,
Great seeing you.
as always.